Attention. This video is a record of a live stream held at twitch.tv/Corvid_communications. If you want to actively participate in chat or otherwise interact, please follow us on Twitch, and follow us on other social media sites as well. Please enjoy the following content.
Good evening, shareholders. Welcome to the Corvid Communications Executive Stream. As always, I am Calvin Cawthorn, CEO of Corvid Communications Incorporated. Toggle Toggle busted? Well, I can fix that. Thank you for toggling the rope, Royce. Although I feel like, given what we're playing today, it may not be the most appropriate attire. So, smash, 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 smash. Alright, let's see who all we have in today. Roundish, thank you for the daily sacrifice. Same with you, White Wolf of Rivia. And also, Royce, thank you also for the daily sacrifice. Welcome in. So, let me kind of give a rundown of how this week is going to go. So, this week, we are playing games that I might not normally stream. Games that I have no reason to normally stream because it is outside the normal purview. Because if you haven't guessed already, I tend towards games with horror, dark themes, and surrealism. Those are usually my wheelhouse, they're my ballpark, they're usually what I stick with. But this week I decided to take the opportunity to change things up a bit. Throw a stone into the calm waters of my stream. And let's cut with the pretentious talk already. So yes, we are going to be playing things a little differently. So, I am calling this event Oddity Week, and I may very well make it a corporate tradition around April. Because you know what? Playing unusual games seems like just the sort of thing you would do right around April Fools, yes? Anyway, I am glad you're all here. Thank you for joining me today. There will be 3 streams this week. There will be one today, one Wednesday, and one Friday. Friday is the only day, which is a day I usually stream. So that's kind of everything as far as that goes. Tonight, we are playing Ace Attorney. Why? Well, it's mostly because we at Corvid Communications Incorporated get sued. A lot. Mostly for supposed labor violations. Thankfully, nothing's been proven, but given the fact that they have become oh so prevalent lately, it seems it would be prudent of me to learn legal jargon and how to get a courtroom to agree with me. Also, before we continue on Wednesday, we are playing Yakuza 0. It is a series I have seen many streamer friends of mine play, including Royce G Gaming, Jake and VT, Honey Grimoire, a lot of them. I've seen a lot of them play it. It seems like a fun, kind of off-the-wall series, so I thought it might be a fun thing to try. I actually bought it with a Steam gift card I got for my birthday last month, and I was like, I need an excuse to stream this because I want to play it. And then on Friday, we'll be playing Cyberpunk 2077, and because of the nature of that game, it will probably be a little bit of a longer stream. So, that is kind of the course for the coming weeks. I'm not going to guarantee any releases, but I will be working on extra content this week, since Mrs. Cawthorn and Baby Cawthorn are going to be gone until next Tuesday. Which means I have my home to myself, meaning I don't have to care about nap schedules and whatnot, so I don't have to worry about waking Baby Cawthorn up, which I try to be careful with because, well, he's a grown boy, he needs to sleep. Anyway, let's get into it, and I'm going to go ahead and take this robe off, because I feel like I should have a little bit more courtroom-worthy attire.
Fun fact, did you know that there's a Witcher 3 reference in Cyberpunk?
I know that I got like some Witcher type stuff when I bought the game in my inventory, but I did not know there was a reference in the game. Alright, this is Ace Attorney. This is a game about being a lawyer. Also, is the sound too loud for you? Please let me know. I turned it down just because that noise is a little loud for me. Believe it or not, I have actually had the Ace Attorney trilogy for years. Literal years. And the reason I have not played it is I just haven't gotten around to it. I don't even think I bought it. I think it was a gift from a friend. They were like, hey, Phoenix Wright's humor seems very similar to yours, so you should play this. And I had it, I intended to play it, but I kept not playing it. Oh, blood. This is off to an excellent start. It's because Cyberpunk and The Witcher... Right. I remember you mentioning that last stream. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. I don't think that was a fitting voice I gave to him. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. But yes, White Wolf, I remember you mentioning that last week, actually. Actually, I think it was just the previous stream, if I'm not mistaken. Boy, am I nervous. There are female voices in this. I must needs find an appropriate voice filter for this. Alright, just one moment. I can do man voices pretty well, but I'm not sure I'd be able to do...
Right.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
I'm glad we made it on time. Well, I had to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, that's news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over! My life? Everything. It's all over!
Is that your client screaming over there?
Yeah, it's him. Death, despair, oh! I'm gonna do it! I'm gonna die!
It sounds like he wants to die.
Yeah. Nick! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What? Hi, glad to see you. Azray, welcome back. Good to see you. We're playing Phoenix Wright today. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Come on, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my best friend since grade school. Butts, I knew a person with Butt as their last name, so I'm not going to poke fun at this guy's last name. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I am a little nervous.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness.
Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading, mom's spaghetti.
This test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Okay, I know the obvious answer here. It's Mia Fey! The, defendant, that's her, Mia Fey? Wrong, right?
Wrong, right? Look, I have to leave. I have to go home. I'm expecting a delivery.
Aw, come on, Chief. There's no need to be going so soon, is there?
Listen, Wright. The defendant is the one on trial, your client. I mean, that's about as basic as you can get.
I put my foot in it this time. I've gotta relax.
Sorry, I couldn't hear your answer. I'll ask once more. Please state the name of the defendant in this case.
The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Wait, oh. No way. I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot. Temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press tab to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Cindy's autopsy report. Backspace to exit. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death?
She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object.
Correct. You have answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim.
I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
Statue added to the court record.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use tab to check the court record frequently.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you?
Hey, what's it, buddy? We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Butts, what you described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact,
Lol, they both die. Yes, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it lies! I don't believe a word of it.
Your Honor, the victim's passport.
According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record.
Indeed. She appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude!
We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now?
Right. I don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I stop him from answering? My client had no idea the victim was seeing other men. That question is irrelevant to this case. Yeah, a bit stupid. Yeah. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? That cheating she-dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, well, I beat her in the afterlife. I'm going to get to the bottom of this!
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking...
Okay, hold up. If he didn't... Wouldn't that be kind of an indication he didn't know? I don't know, maybe. Like, they just acknowledged he doesn't know!
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Well, maybe I didn't, maybe I didn't. Uh-oh. He went. What do I do? Stop him from answering. I'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. Well, see, it's like this. I don't remember.
You don't remember.
Well then, we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that can prove he did go to the victim's apartment that day.
Well, that simplifies matters. Who's your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand.
Sawit?
Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct?
Oh, yes, newspapers, yes.
Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
I was going door... Gigi? Thank you. Hey, good to have you if you're heading out. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Seems YH? What's YH mean, Azray? However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? Seems they're all too dumb to be involved. Perhaps, but at the same time, like, unless they're playing real dumb. I mean, the judge and the other lawyer seem kind of dumb, I will agree, but the defendant and the witnesses, those kind of have to be there whether or not they are... what's the word I'm thinking of? Whether or not the lawyer or the judge are competent. I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Also, if you said you didn't go in the apartment, how do you know?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout?
Depends on the phone.
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone at Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
From noon to 6 p.m. Hold up!
From... Oh, no. That didn't work. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination?
All right, right. This is it, the real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you expose the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay. Open the court record with tab, then point up.
Open the court record with tab, then point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Witness account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. Okay. Blackout from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere. Examine the court record with tab if something strikes you as being suspicious. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Cause of death. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. This evidence clearly reveals contradictions in that statement. How exactly are that evidence in the statement they are? Please think over the facts before making accusations. I don't think that won any points with the judge. Then I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. I quelled in fright and found myself unable to go inside. Okay, seriously, like, I need the phone! Statue in the shape of the thinker. Day before the murder. From noon to 6 p.m. Noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. It was at 1 p.m. I thought to call the police immediately. Wait, time of death 3 to 4? I don't know. Cause of death due to or trauma, time of death. Oh, you're right. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at some time after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Solid, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a really good question.
Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart.
Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again?
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I didn't expect to hear Mia voiced by a chipmunk. Oh gosh, is that what it sounded like? I am so sorry. Okay. I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one.
Cross-examination!
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Solid? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Just because I think the guy's a doof doesn't mean I'm not going to give him a pretty good voice for it. Hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly.
Oh, he's sweating. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Saw-It.
I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock.
The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and say that it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies.
I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright,
It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, I do, actually. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness' testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. It could have stopped after hitting the victim, so stopping at the time of death, that's also true. Clearly a contradiction.
indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... Frank? I'm always Frank. Your Honor, we have a complete record of the victim's relationship. Mr. Frank Saw. Oh, really? You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh, yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court.
Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw-It. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is a baseless conjecture.
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard... No, I saw... Shut up! I hate you! It was him, I tell you! It was him! He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defendant's claims. Mr. Wright.
Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw-It heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Saw-It heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw-It, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing! Uh-oh. What's he talking about now? Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case! He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it. I was so close.
Mr. Wright, it seems you lack evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens! You treat me like a criminal! A criminal! Your lawyers are all slime! I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Mia,
Mia? I mean Chief?
listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time drowning the flags. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, and you'll have your proof. Right? Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Wait, maybe I can prove it. You must have
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder.
Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off.
Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset a clock since her returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Saw It, or should I say, Mr. Did It. Jeez, foaming at the mouth. Can we get him?
Can we get a medic in here? I'm pretty sure a man just had an aneurysm. Order! Order, I say! Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness.
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. I have to say,
I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly, and find the true culprit at the same time.
thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not
Guilty.
Yippee!
And with that, this court is adjourned.
I'm gonna take a sip of water after all that voicing. Turns out that Frank Saw It was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Saw It let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Saw It grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby, number 2. Oh, wait. I like an echo. I still can't believe we won.
Right. Good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Wait, no, I mean bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Windy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Was this all just a setup so that if you proved him innocent, it said Harry Butts? Why? Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat?
Oh no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey! Here, take this. It's a present.
A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Excuse me? Did he just say Jar Jar's catchphrase? Jar Jar Binks.
I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay.
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I mean, she kept this. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Well, what about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am, thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Also, it looks like we got a little bit of an ad break coming up. Unfortunate.
Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks?
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. We solved a murder, everyone! A brand new episode has been added. Turnabout Sisters. Saving content. Please do not turn off your PC. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. Yes, I would. Overwrite selected data? Yes. I keep wanting to press escape to go back, but I keep forgetting it is not the back button. It is not at all the back button. Beep.
Hello, this is Maya.
Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up?
Ria, what's up? You haven't called in a while.
Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been?
Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. Oh, there's an ad break. Let's go ahead and mute the audio for a minute. Go on a brief intermission.
Here at Corvid Communications, we value the work that you give us each and every time you come into work. As such, we would like to advise you on how to best utilize your time here at work. That way, both you and the company get the most benefit from your time here. At work, you need not be running around like a chicken with its head cut off, unsure of where you're supposed to be at any given time. Here are some tips to assist you and help you fulfill your purpose here at Corvid Communications. As mentioned in our presentation on attendance, we expect you to be at your desk and clocked in precisely when your shift is scheduled to begin, no earlier and no later. We will not pay any overtime that accrues from your clocking in early. Your time card will be adjusted accordingly. In addition to your timeliness,
Why am I
you
not
are
getting a
accountable to your
notification that
direct
there's an ad break?
supervisor.
Okay, I guess never mind. That was weird. Like, the ad break thing timed out, but there's no new thing. I'm a little upset over this, if I'm being honest. No, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place.
That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask.
I know. You want me to hold evidence for you. Oh, now the ad break starts.
Okay, now we're going to the intermission.
Here at Corvid Communications, we value the work that you give us each and every time you come into work. As such, we would like to advise you on how to best utilize your time here at work. That way, both you and the company get the most benefit from your time here. At work, you need not be running around like a chicken with its head cut off, unsure of where you're supposed to be at any given time. Here are some tips to assist you and help you fulfill your purpose here at Corvid Communications. As mentioned in our presentation on attendance, we expect you to be at your desk and clocked in precisely when your shift is scheduled to begin, no earlier and no later. We will not pay any overtime that accrues from your clocking in early. your time card will be adjusted accordingly. In addition to your timeliness, you are accountable to your direct supervisor on how you perform your daily tasks. At the beginning of your day, you will be issued a list of tasks that need to be done that day by your supervisor. The first thing you must do after clocking in is create a daily plan for how you are to go about getting each task done. The daily plan must have the following items: all tasks assigned to you for the day, with an accurate estimate of how much time it will take to complete each one. Allocated time for mandatory breaks. Depending on the individual employee's clearance level, an employee may be allowed to schedule non-mandatory breaks as well. Any plans that the employee may have after working hours, including sleep and meals. Any scheduled sick time. Brief reminder: due to recent changes in our PTO policy, sick time must be put in for at least a year in advance and require a doctor's note in order to be approved. You will then submit this plan to your immediate superior and await approval, which may take up to 30 minutes depending on the size of your team. After your daily plan has been approved, you must go about your daily tasks according to your schedule while ensuring each task is fully completed before moving on. Any task left incomplete when moving on to another task
like
will result in the
for real this
responsible...
time. Thank you for bearing with me on that. That was irritating even to me. Holy crap. Like, seriously, like, the ad is expected timer timed out, but then it was like, are you gonna do the ad break? Are you gonna do the ad break? Way to be annoying. Way to be annoying, Twitch.
Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here.
I gotcha. So what is it this time?
Also, quick question. Isn't the evidence supposed to be kept in the courthouse? Also, where was the jury? Where was the jury last trial?
It's a clock.
A clock?
Yeah, it's made to look like that statue of the Thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always liked toys.
Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis.
Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now.
Huh? It's not working? That's lame.
I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead.
Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes.
Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then.
Okay, sis, but I expect dinner or something good. Like, burgers. I could really go for a good burger.
Okay. We'll hit the usual joint.
Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Fay & Co. Law Offices.
Now, Miss Fay, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Fay, you're a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers.
How could you know?
Oh, you're not cogniferous of my background. Gathering information is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Oh, my dear Miss Fay, I'm so very sorry. But I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Fay. Oh, that's not Mr. Scythe, though he has the same color suit. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Fan Code Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. I smell blood. That can't be good. I have to check to see if Mia's okay. Options. Oh. Back. Move. To Mia's office. That smell. Blood. Sit.
Yes.
Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! Wow. She had fictional mentor's disease. Who are you? Dead, apparently. That strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. If you'd called an ambulance, maybe, just maybe, it could have saved her. Chief! It's encrusted with dried blood. How ironic that this became the murder weapon again. Chief, it's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. The thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added to the court record. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. A piece of paper. It must have fallen from Mia's hands. What could it be? A word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Maya. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store. Dated yesterday. I think that's enough snooping around for now. I'd better call the police. And find out what that girl was doing here. Okay, is there anything else to find? No clues here. The chief's chair. A simple, functional design. Feels pretty good sitting, too. Okay, but she's clearly sitting when she was hit. If it's knocked over like that, no clues here.
The Faye & Co. ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's alternate handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. About all she used this PC for was email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. Right, I'd better call the police. That's funny. A few of the screws on the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. The phone receiver is missing a few screws. I'd better not use it. No clues here. That girl just now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on the sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Yipes! Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Faye.
Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
That's my name. But why? Why would she write my name?
Please, just calm down. Why?
Why would Sis write my name?
Oh, now I've done it. Wee woo, wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What an odd name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. It must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, wait, she wouldn't have... Nah. Whoa! Excuse me! Eek! This word Maya here mean anything to you?
That's my name.
What? The victim drew this here note in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? Case closed! You're coming down the precinct, ma'am!
What?
Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitors room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal.
Oh. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning.
Good morning. She looks so tired.
Are you going to be my attorney?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. It's up to you. I'd better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up.
Up to me?
Yes, I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. Aw.
She looks so sad. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office, you looked at me like I had done it.
Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought...
It's okay, I understand. And I've also heard about you.
Heard what about me?
I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. Oh no, I can find that voice. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he grasped and burned? He's a genius. Or those strike fear to the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait, even 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty.
Well, that's rude.
That's what she said.
I'm...
Sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
No, it's okay. It's true, I guess. But at the same time, I just can't sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia...
I know.
I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon.
Poor sis.
Better not ask her about this now. This was lying next to the chief's body.
I saw that too. They say they thought these were pieces of a broken light stand.
Yeah, that seems about right, though I'd never heard of a glass light stand before this. Remember that receipt?
You mean the one with my name on it?
Any idea why she...
Absolutely none. Do you trust me?
I trust you.
Why? Don't you think I did it too?
No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but...
That detective thinks I did it. Sorry, I've never seen that before.
There's something I've been wanting to ask you.
Yes?
What's with that outfit? Oh, this?
This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolyte?
Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium, in training.
Spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Again, I am forced to consider, don't they have chambers in the courthouse for this sort of shit? It's kind of pissing me off a little bit. Like, why is it the lawyer's job to hang on to evidence? That is the courthouse's job. Like, the police hold on to this sort of thing. The courthouses hold on to this. Basically, why is it the lawyer's job? Evidence?
Yes, it was shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Right, she said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it from your own voice?
Her own voice? Yes.
Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it.
Yeah, I forgot how to delete those things.
So you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it.
Why? Oh, I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it.
I'll write you a note so you don't forget.
Sure, thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. Spirit mediums. So you're an acolyte, medium in training.
That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She went the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class, too.
I had no idea. Wait. What?
What?
So, you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium, with ESP and all that? Yes.
In training.
Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? We can just ask her who killed her.
Huh? I'm sorry. I'm still in training. I couldn't do something on that level.
Thought that would be too easy. Something the matter?
I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. You think you could go ask him to represent me?
What do you think, chat? Should I accept or refuse? I mean, she's asking, I suppose. It's the least I could do. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry, leave it to me.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses?
They told me if I don't pick one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me.
When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. And this
Hours are almost up. I'd better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Sorry, I know this must be hard. No, it's
Okay. Well, I've been doing the last few hours talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. That's kind of sad. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to... Best thing about my right?
It practically qualifies as a serial murder now. So then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right around 9 o'clock.
Lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister.
Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. I wanted to ask you about the murder weapon.
Poor sis.
Better not ask her about this now. But it's the murder weapon! Okay. This guard monitors the visitor. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. No clues here. Okay, backspace. Alright, move. I guess there's not much I can do here now. September 6th, Fay & Co. Law Offices. The office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. How could anyone mistake me for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right, and you were... Detective... Gumshoe, was it? Dick Gumshoe? Right, at your service. Hang on, that's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. And don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? You got business here, you better do it quick. Phew, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. About Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't going to win. Why do you say that? The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer, no? About Miss Fay, did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Autopsy report added to the court record. Prosecutor Edgeworth. That's right, pal, Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, do you know him? You do know him, don't you? Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who will do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edward hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. I've never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Okay. I was wondering, did you see my Fay's cell phone? Oh, that? I had that. Do you think you could give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. A cell phone holds all the little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Oh, you're trying to confuse me! Sorry, pal, I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive, you're quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems he didn't notice the recorded conversation. Maya's cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. I guess I've asked all the questions I need to. Y'all done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Come to think of it, I had completely forgotten about her. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this. But I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me your name. Miss May, huh? So you sent her home already, then? Oh, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not going outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than to try to get a detective to leak information. Except this dude is Mr. Loose Lips. He has revealed, all the details so far. They let this guy be a detective. Really? You got that right, pal. Time to pay a visit to Miss May. Okay. Maya's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could even remember. Gordeline stricta, pal. Who was that? The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. I'm gonna guess he's the one who was like... Alright, let's go here. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Guess I'll just have to come back later. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, they don't look like they've ever been read. Oh, this guy's a fop. A solid mahogany desk. Mahogany! The wood's been polished to a deep luster. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here's got money to burn. That painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick, it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. No clues here. Well, nothing in there, so guess we're going to Gatewater. September 6th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Well, hello there, handsome.
Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the...
Lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Hee.
Memo to self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder.
This is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness.
I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. And it's probably gonna be me! No clues here. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey!
What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't fly around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset with you.
Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside that drawer. What you witnessed. Do you think you could tell me something? I need you to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Oh, observe? Incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. We both...
You and I both know she was probably going to say something else considering the ellipsis there. Better not encourage her. Or, you know, that thing that happened the other day. The bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please?
Let me see, well, dream on. If you want to know, you'll just have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer.
Oh, boy. Miss May. Could you just... Who exactly are you? Oh, guess I clicked off.
Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me?
No, hey! I'm just doing my job here.
You know you do when you blush.
Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Ahem. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do?
Well, no. You had your little hopes up, didn't you?
Oh, boy. This room. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Is someone staying here with you? Oh, what amazing...
Powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television.
Oh, no, not me. I'm just a lawyer.
Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for cute clues in the garbage, Miss May doesn't like girls, you know, lawyers. Boots.
This lady is annoying the shit out of me. How could I possibly give me it? I take it I'm not going to get anything out of this. Let's try the law offices. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. If that wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard.
So you're the one that has been looking for me.
Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined.
That badge on your collar. So you're a lawyer, are you now?
Yes, well, yes.
And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed.
Not busy? Then how come no one could get in touch with you?
Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it!
Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Well, that's a drastic change in expression.
Ah, yes, Maya Fey, go on.
Why the strange reaction?
Acha-cha! I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible.
Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow?
Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion.
What's going on here? Refuse me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? How can you just refuse like that? Please, tell me why you won't take the case.
Well, you would see, it's just, I'm busy, you see, but the client is Miss Mia Fey's sister.
Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands.
Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye.
Creep. Fine. I don't have the time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere.
Think not.
Did you say something?
I think not, I said.
What do you mean?
I am terribly sorry, but I'm afraid that no lawyer with their salt will take this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy.
Why?
I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've nothing more to discuss with you.
What's going on here?
That's quite a painting. Aha! You noticed! It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you.
I wasn't interested.
It's not for sale. I'm not buying.
I'm not buying! Jeez. How did you know Mia Fey? Sorry, needed a drink?
She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see.
Mission?
You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion, never looked back, that one. Very sorry, but I've got nothing to say regarding this matter.
Oh, you're just a gold mine of information, aren't you? Why am I doing this? Oh, right, the detective can't do his jam job. That's why. Move. Hiya.
Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer?
What do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest, I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really?
What really happened?
You
Don't mean to refuse to help? I see. I've been abandoned then.
What about your family?
I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is.
Don't know, so she could still be alive?
The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs through our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life.
Ruined? After that, she disappeared.
Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain.
So you live by yourself?
Yes, I'd gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers.
I feel bad for her. Up by herself, all on that mountain? Your mother's enemy. So, who is this man? Who, ruined your mother?
About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate.
Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced
My mother to try and contact the victim.
Wow, so what happened?
The case was solved, we thought.
You thought.
The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation.
I see.
Why?
Excuse me? White?
That was his name, my sister told me.
White?
Longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess.
4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not.
Why?
Why? Well, someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know?
How do you know?
I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. That witness's strange behavior, was that all an act? And the way that lawyer refused to help out Maya. But more than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know, I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. I'll fight for you.
That's so kind of you.
Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here.
Right. Thank you.
She smiled at least. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right?
Yes. And I trust you.
So you trust me?
Too, okay?
It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? It was when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there.
Good afternoon, sir.
Excuse me, you are?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir.
Oh, right. I've just come up to the delivery room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Aw, I almost forgot. Gah! You came back quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name?
White. That was his name. My sister told me.
White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean!
Oh, that little boy is still there? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, time to scram! I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. Save your progress up to this point. Yes, I would like to do that. And it looks like we got an ad break coming in about 5 minutes. Question is, should I call it quits for the night or should I stay? You know what? I might want to call it quits. I can feel my throat. It is very much feeling a bit raw. I am, however, going to take a swig of water. Alright, we're gonna call it quits for the night just because that's kind of a natural stopping point. I hope that at the very least you enjoyed the stream this evening. It is the first of many. However, I'll admit I kind of get why it seems like a lot of VTubers play Phoenix Wright in pairs, because having 2 people to do the voices is a lot less strain on the voice. Yes, I did use a voice filter, but at the same time, that is a lot to place on your throat. Anyway, so that was it for this evening. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. As always, if you would like to see more content, you can join my Discord, which is where I announce everything first. You can also check my YouTube, which is where I have a backup of all of my VODs. And this one's actually a new one. If you want more Corvid communications in your social feeds... Oh, suppose I did that one wrong. You can check out Twitter, Blue Sky, or Tumblr. I post on all of those, though I'll admit Twitter I tend to do more status updates than anything. Status updates regarding streaming than anything else. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, right. On Wednesday, we are playing Yakuza 0, which should be a good time for anyone involved. And what else? What else is there? Oh, yes. Friday, we're playing Cyberpunk 2077. I hope you all enjoyed stream this evening. I am going to find someone for us to raid out to tonight. And that person is going to be... Let's see who's on. Let's see. Stellar Pidge is on, and they are just chatting. So, I will send you Stellar Pidge's way. Raid Stellar Pidge. I'm not entirely sure what they're doing, but they're on just chatting, so it should be entertaining either way. Anyway, I will see everyone Wednesday. And always remember, at Corvid Communications, we won't leave you eating crow. Have a good night.